Power to the people, I'm back for a reason. Clicked on this video, meet you with greetings. Today, if you don't like what I'm kicking, like what I'm spitting, just know when you tune to this, the cloth is different. It's another episode of Part My Back Podcast. It's me, I'm your host, Sebastian West. Follow me on Instagram at _Sebastian West, where you can check out my journey regarding art and some snippets that I drop of movie clips that I review. And before they go on YouTube, they go on Instagram and drop snippets. Yes. So you check out my art, man. Art like this. And yeah, today I'm gonna talk about Riders of Justice starring Mads Mikkelsen. He cannot miss. One of my favorite foreign actors. If you guys don't know who Mads Mikkelsen is, I'm just going to name a few films that he starred in. You should get familiar. He was in the film I reviewed earlier, which is Drunk, if I'm not mistaken. He was in the film Necessary Death of Charlie Countryman as the villain. And he was also in, I think, the film Polar. I think it's a Netflix film. It's an action film. Which is pretty good. So yes, Mads Mikkelsen, man, he can't miss. He cannot miss. Just like Riders of Justice. Now, Riders of Justice is a Danish film, so people out there who don't like subtitles, so be it. Check the movie out because it's dope. All right, he kills it. Brief little synopsis about the film. He's a former Army veteran whose wife is tragically killed on like a bombing, like a train bombing, okay? His daughter lived, wife died. So he wants to know, he has some sort of inclination that it wasn't an accident. Due to a mathematic geek and his other friend, they have it in their, like this preconceived notion that this was not an accident. Like this was planned. So they bring the attention to, the reason why he felt like this was due to him being on the train. The mathematician geek, he was on a train. He got up and let the wife sit down. So he feels kind of guilty that he let the wife take his seat while he stood up and kaboom, wife bit the dust. So he contacts Mads Mikkelsen's character about this whole preconceived notion that this was not some random train bombing. This was actually planned. These guys, they come to him, they have this plan, and Mads Mikkelsen already, he wants to smoke. Immediately, you can see it in this guy's eyes. He does not play any games. Zero tolerance, no nonsense. Listen, you guys want to smoke? Alright, I'm here for it. Boom. He tracks down what he thinks he's tracking down, the guys who were responsible for his wife's death. Immediately when he meets the first guy that he thought was responsible for it, he smokes him. No hesitation, none whatsoever, he smokes him. He's filled with rage. So now these guys realize, these three, well, 1, 2, 3, it was 4 of them? 3 of them. Heavyset guy, mathematician guy, and a guy who thought he was a psychologist. He was hilarious, by the way. He was hilarious. Quirky personality, dope guy. To me, he was dope. I like his personality. He had like a skewed sense of humor. It's hilarious. This is a dark comedy. If you guys don't know, this is definitely a dark comedy. Action, banter's dope, well-written story. Mads Mikkelsen kicking butt, taking names, good acting. It seemed as though he was missing something. Something was missing in his life. And of course, his wife died, but before his wife died, it still seemed like something was missing in their lives. He felt responsible because he was away and he wasn't there for his wife and daughter. So he's feeling some sort of guilt. That's why he's doing this, to kind of revenge her death. You know what I mean? Like avenge her death. Like, yo, you took my wife, so now I'm going to just destroy everything that you know, and that means taking lives. Can't get better than that. So yes, he's on the prowl. He's, taking the villains out one by one. And lo and behold, they come to him and say, hey, I think we made a mistake. I think these guys didn't do it. Keep in mind, he's killing mob bosses. Like, I think they were Russian mafia or something. So this isn't like small potatoes. You know, he's killing these guys with no problem. One of the yeah, this is hilarious. One of the guys was spooky. So he had his boy toy on the couch with a gag ball in his mouth. I guess he was doing some sort of exhibition, for the lack of a better term. A little exhibition was going on. He identified one of the crew that was there that he killed. So Mikkelsen killed the guy. I think not the psychologist walked in and he was there. So the boy toy identified the psychologist, wannabe psychologist. I'm saying wannabe because he really was. He had like 4,000 hours of sessions, and because he was the guy on the couch, and so now he thinks he's a psychologist, right? Go figure. Hilarious. So yes, he identifies him. So when the Russian mob capture the boy toy, they press him. And then he says, yo, if I see these guys, I can point them out to you. Boom, lo and behold, they were out going to one of the guys' apartment. Next thing you know, smoke, AK-47's going off. Man, Mikkelsen snaps right into it. No hesitation. Bang, bang, bang. Double tap. Like, you know what I mean? To the sternum, one to the dome. Put him to sleep. Oh, and I like that they did show that actual block that he used is very accurate when blocking. Like, I pay attention to things like that. I'm very meticulous, so I pay attention to blocks and submissions and everything of that nature. They actually did it correctly. Like, it was an actual move that he did that was just on point. Let's fast forward. Okay, so he finds out that they could possibly gotten this wrong. That he's been killing people that don't deserve. Well, I'm not gonna say they didn't deserve to die because they were crooked too, dirty, low down scoundrels as well. You know what I mean? Just not the low down scoundrels that he thought they were. He thought these were guys responsible for his wife's death, and I think they got it wrong. Too late now. Russian mob is on his heels, so they know who he is. So they show up to his crib. One mistake happened because of the boy toy posted something on Instagram, so they like tracked the Instagram and came to Man Mikkelsen's house and they sprayed the house up, riddled with bullets. He got clapped. Think one of the guys got clapped. Nobody died, but it was just mayhem. Man Mikkelsen, you know, they called him out of the house because they had his daughter and her boyfriend held captive in the front of his yard. Told him to come outside. They were getting ready to kill them, and next thing you know, the crew, the psychologist, the mathematician, and the heavyset guy who was like an internet savvy genius per se, just had assault rifles, like, it sprayed the whole place up and saved his life. Saved his life. End of the film. That's the end of the film. Great film, by the way. I'm gonna give Riders of Justice, new thing that I'm doing. Riders of Justice gets a 1 Sebastian artwork. It gets a 2 Sebastian artwork. It gets a 3 Sebastian's artwork. It gets a 4 Sebastian's artwork. It gets a 5 Sebastian artwork. Gets a 6 Sebastian artwork. 7 Sebastian artwork. Just making sure it wasn't upside down. And Riders of Justice finally gets an 8 out of 10 Sebastian artwork. Yes, go check it out. It's in Danish, subtitles. Have your way with it. Good film, action film, dark comedy. Check it out. If you don't like what I'm kicking, like what I'm spitting, just know when you tune to this, the clause is different. And I know I already said that, but always remember, big shot is nothing but a little shot. They kept shooting. Tuned in for next week's episode. Oh, I forgot, man. If you don't like my reviews, cut me some slack. If that ain't good enough, pardon my back, man. Tune in for the next episode that I drop, next movie review. Man, in the meantime, hold it down. I'm Sebastian West, part of my back. Salute.